Lending a hand, not a handout, as the Scottsbluff County Habitat for Humanity group breaks ground on their 21st home for a single mother of two. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, construction has begun on the 21st home built by the local Habitat for Humanity group, and a media conference was held Tuesday morning at the construction site on 11th Avenue in Scottsbluff. Floyd's Truck Center and Platte Valley Companies were honored for stepping up to help cover increased construction costs of this year's build due to inflation and, in some cases, continued shortages of materials. Nelly de los Santos, a single mother with her two boys at side, were introduced as the 2022 family who will be purchasing the home on an interest-free 20 or 25-year loan.
I just want to say thank you to everybody that's given for Habitat for Humanity, and not just for me as being the 21st home, but all of the other homes as well. I know my boys and I appreciate all the hard work and dedication that you guys give. Sorry. So thank you, and thank you again to all the volunteers. It means a lot to us, and we're super excited for the home, and I wouldn't be able to have this without all of you. So thank you.
Habitat for Humanity board members provided an update on this year's construction and the mission of the organization. Volunteers and members of the donor businesses were also on hand for Tuesday morning's media conference. Well, the new president of Eastern Wyoming College has been making the rounds, meeting with various people and groups after he assumed the role on July 1st. Dr. Jeffrey Hawes comes from Black Hawks College in Illinois, where he was most recently executive dean of the East Campus with experience at Michigan State and a family background of growing up on the farm near Quincy, Michigan. Dr. Hawes tells KNEB News while his background may have a heavy emphasis on agriculture, he knows students at EWC are looking for those next significant steps in their educational or career development.
Students are looking for opportunity. They're looking for opportunities to grow personally, professionally, and community colleges can play a vital role in that. And we offer a great array of programs, and agriculture is one of them, but we're now expanding that model to include precision concepts and really trying to say how do we actually meet the needs of that local industry.
He says he's looking forward to meeting a staff that's excited for the futures of their students. We'll have more news right after this.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether it is building, buying, or renovating, we have the home loan or home equity line of credit to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back. It's been a relatively smooth process as the Scottsbluff County Board of Equalization and Assessor hear from property owners who disagree with the valuations placed on their properties for 2022. Protest hearings started Monday with Assessor Angie Dillman saying those providing comparison property valuations have been more successful in convincing the board to lower their valuation. Dillman says out of just over 150 protests this year, her office was able to work with about 65 property owners to get to a point where no hearing was needed.
Some of those were what we were able to look into in advance. We've done physical reviews on properties. If there were adjustments to make, we let the taxpayer know. They can decide if that's what they were looking for, was to get the information corrected, or if they would still like to pursue and come to the board. So we've had a little bit of both. They hear our recommendation and they still want to come, where most of them accepted our recommendations.
Dillman says in talking with her counterparts, it appears the number of protests is down pretty much throughout the state. The day-long hearing sessions are expected to be completed sometime this week. Well, charges have been filed 1 month after a double fatal crash in Morrill County claimed the lives of a husband and wife. Last week, County Attorney Travis Rodak filed misdemeanor charges of motor vehicle homicide, failure to yield, and no operator's license against 31-year-old Aldo Hernandez Meza. Authorities say last month, Hernandez Meza was attempting to enter a construction site on Highway 385 and failed to yield the right-of-way to a truck. The crash killed occupants Charles and Linda Deeker and injured their son, Bruce. An August 3rd arraignment date has been set for Aldo Hernandez Meza, who is free after posting 10% of his $20,000 bond. And a 24-year-old rural Mitchell man is being held on a $150,000 bond after leading authorities on a high-speed pursuit late Friday night. Callan Bossie is facing charges of flight to avoid arrest and third DUI over .15. Court records show that an officer clocked Bossie driving more than 100 miles per hour southbound on Sugar Factory Road and tried to pull him over. The officer stopped the pursuit after Bossie pulled into a residential neighborhood, but then drove through a cornfield and crashed after re-entering Sugar Factory Road. He was arraigned on the charges Monday in Scottsbluff County Court. Well, still to come, we will head on over to the Panhandle Humane Society to meet their featured Pet of the Week. We'll meet him right after this.
Why love a rain garden? Let me count the ways. Rain gardens contain and filter water runoff while recharging our underground water supply. They provide habitat for birds, bees, and beneficial insects. Native perennials give 4 seasons of color and texture, beautifying a home while increasing its value. Established gardens are low-maintenance, low-water landscape features, colorful, functional, and sustainable. Rain gardens, brought to you by Tri-City Stormwater. Our water, our responsibility.
I really like how our OB department takes our limited amount of doctors and turns it into a strength. Even though we only have a couple of people, you get to know them well over your entire pregnancy. We have 2 state-of-the-art labor rooms that are new with our last addition. We have a couple of very nice postpartum rooms also right here in the hospital, so they can get as much time with mom and baby as possible.
For this week's featured Pet of the Week, we meet Rex, a big but gentle 2-year-old pit bull mix who's been at the Panhandle Humane Society for just 1 month now. This is Rex, a very adventurous guy that loves everything that life has to offer. Staff says he has the biggest heart around this small little town. This sweet guy loves everybody he meets, and his adoption cost is just $150. That includes his neuter, microchipping, and vaccinations. Plus, whoever adopts Rex will also receive a $25 Murdoch's gift card to start spoiling him right away.
Welcome to Kelly's, home of the Valley's best selection of wine, spirits, and beer. Whether you're brand loyal to the tried and true brew or really enjoy trying something different and new, Kelly's has something for everyone. Family owned and operated and right on your way on West 27th Street in Scotts Bluff. Kelly's Liquor. If you can't find it at Kelly's, it's not worth drinking.
Well, let's take a peek at what's happening on your midweek community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
Panhandle Trails Intercity Public Transit, based in Alliance, Nebraska, is the only intercity bus serving Nebraska Panhandle communities and Pine Ridge, South Dakota. Panhandle Trails operates a regularly scheduled bus service, assisting you in making connections with Greyhound bus partners, regional airports, healthcare, employment and education opportunities, shopping, family, friends, and more. Panhandle Trails serves the general public of all ages and offers accessible transportation for those with special mobility needs. Let Panhandle Trails help you make your connection. Call 308-761-8747.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want to help you take advantage of every adventure. We know you have plans, goals, and dreams. Let us help you with them. Whether you are just starting the business you have always imagined or looking to grow your existing one, we have a business loan to fit your needs. Stop in and see us at Platte Valley Bank and let us help make your dreams a reality. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And finally tonight, organizers are expecting participation in downtown Scottsbluff's annual sidewalk sales to be up 200% more compared to last year. During Monday night's Scottsbluff City Council meeting, a community festival permit was approved for the 3-day event, which starts this Thursday. Priscilla Sandoz Bailey with Studio B says this year's sidewalk sales are going to offer a lot to the community.
So I think it's beneficial for everybody if we have street traffic. Although last year we probably had 5 different stores doing sidewalk sales, and this year we're over 16, 17 with a handful of food vendors, and farmers market's also going to contribute a few temporary vendors. So we're trying to make more happening downtown for this event.
Businesses along Broadway will be setting up many of their items for sale outside, but will also be open inside so shoppers can get out of the projected hot temperatures. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.